Whoa. Yeah, that's double sound over here. All right, let's turn this music down. Let's turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. Let's show the. This isn't from Zen Crypto Store, but still got my XeNFTs on the way. Custom crypto bread logo. Hold on, we gotta get this mic out of the way. Yeah, shit's kind of coming soon. So I'm cooking, but we got some technical stuff we gotta make before we do that part. I have like a vision. I'm very fascinated with the supply chain side of blockchain, so I hope to invest myself into something like that. But what's up, everybody? What up, YouTube? What up, cyberspace? I ain't even do the regular cadence. We just coming in real human. But yeah, how's it going, cyberspace? This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about Zen World, daily content, Monday through Friday, with a members only stream happening Wednesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you do want to join the club, there's two types of clubs. There's the Bruh Club, which is just for support. If you want to support the channel, if you enjoy the content, if you you want to just throw a tip, we have the $2 channel, or the $2 membership you can jump yourself into, or we have the AMA Wednesdays, one-on-ones, answer questions, whatever you're trying to get yourself into in crypto. Maybe my expertise can be a little bit of advice. I'm not doing financial advice. I'm just doing expertise advice, like just things that I've seen in the past and how I formulate my outcomes. So if you enjoy my outcomes and you're like, all right, I want to see how he's doing it, that's one reason why you would join that AMA, so that you can get the real perks. There's some stuff I don't say in the public chats just because why? But yeah, man, just had to do a quick personal shill. You feel me? But what up, Dr. Claw? Yeah, the music was too loud in the beginning. That was on purpose. I was trying to turn it down when I start talking, but before I was just saying what's up. What up, Mick? What up, RX or Reacts? What up, Marquette and T Bones? See you guys in the chat there. Thanks for pulling up already. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're brand new. If you're a new one on the block, make sure you hit that sub. I'll be here, like I said, talking about Zen. So if you're new to Zen, welcome. If you're, I don't think there's any new people. I don't even know why I'm saying that shit. That's why it's just chill chat stream, crypto chat thing happening here. Because yeah, today is Tuesday, November 7th. Very special esoteric day in the world right now. Should I show the spooky stuff? Yeah, let's show the spooky stuff. So what's crazy right now is you are free, but now Bitcoin on a gematria level. Today's one of the Bitcoin days. It's November 7th. Bitcoin equals 117. So, you know what else is crazy too? When you look at Bitcoin and gematria, just on some education shit, you'll notice here, like in the reverse cipher, which means that in reverse gematria, you're literally just, instead of A equaling 1, Z equals 1. So you just reverse it. And reduction means that it uses 1 through 9. So it doesn't go like 10, 11, 12, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of special in a sense in this one, which I always say is like, or it's more coincidental in this particular cipher, because it's backwards. So who would have known that Bitcoin backwards in a reduction of gematria would equal 45? And if you don't know, Satoshi Nakamoto's birthday is April 5th. So and then today I was like just being more spooky on it, because it's a Bitcoin esoteric day. So it's something should happen for Bitcoin today, because the stars and all that shit is just here for it. It's in the date. Today is the date for Bitcoin. And again, there's another Bitcoin date, which is going to be Satoshi's birthday. And what's crazy about that is when you look at the amount of time in between Satoshi's birthday and November 7th, it's a span of 216 days, which is the sixth cube. So a six-sided cube, which is basically this is like a day. Like, for instance, I was able to call Pulse Chain on the day because of its relationship to 216, and this has been a year of a cube, and another year, or something about cubes is like huge right now in esoteric vibes. I mean, like, you take an X, there's a lot of different things, right? So we see the cube is there. So yeah, that's kind of throw me off too. So then when I saw the price of Bitcoin today, I wasn't surprised to see it down. Because it broke past 35. So people are going to start saying to themselves, hey, we had levels of 35. Why did Bitcoin break down? Do we need to take profit? Blah, blah, blah. So because of this mainstream thing going on, and if you follow the channel, you know I'm correlating the mainstream with Zen's price action, because it's in tangent. Zen is connected to Ethereum, and Ethereum is connected to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has any effects, it's going to affect Zen because of it affecting ETH, and so on and so on. It's just the network effect, right? There's layers to this shit, right? Just like if the dollar is having an effect, it's going to affect Bitcoin. So looking at the dollar on the daily, it's going up. And it's been trading sideways here. And again, I've been saying this, and you can go and do your own research on the Dixie. A lot of economists feel like this is a top, but some want to make a push to around, I think it's like 113 points or whatever the fuck they do over there in TradFi. I don't know. I'm a crypto bro. So I think they call them points. So it can go up it's going to go up 6 points. And then it would roll over. But in that area of this pumping, this is where Bitcoin would actually tip over. So everything is doing exactly what it should be doing. It's flexing right with topic. The reality is doing exactly what it needs to do. And I think this is a good time to start thinking, about like, all right, how low can Bitcoin go? Or what's going to happen in the real world. I actually haven't looked at real world today. I've been fucking digital all day long, bro. Been learning about the internet. I've been learning about the pioneers of the internet for the last 3 days. Because the way that XENblocks is working, if you know how the internet truthfully works and how it came about and why this layer that's called like UX exists, and I'm a nerd, bro, so I'm tapping in. Very fascinating, and I can definitely say cryptocurrencies is the next level of communication. You can send a lot of signals through crypto with that privacy, because that's what communication. Or I'm not even going on that shit. But yeah, I've been stacking up. I don't know what the fuck is happening in the real world. What the fuck's going on? What up, Tree City West? I have a vision too. What up, Zen Crypto Diochland? What it do, bro? Is it Friday yet? Sorry, dog. It is Tuesday. And that what LeBron James does. Taco Tuesday. Or Tequila Tuesdays. Or, I see we got T-Bone in the house. So if you like T-Bone, Steak Tuesday. Tortellini Tuesday. Damn, what is a fruit that starts with a T? What's a fruit that starts with a T? I can't think of one. Not tomato, because that's a vegetable. I'm really stuck on that shit. What? If you know a fruit that starts with a T, leave it in the chat or in the comments. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. But yeah, so like in the real world, it seems like it's pumping. All right, so I see the S&P's up, Nasdaq's up, Fed. Let's see, what's this big old thing here trying to do? It's trying to get my attention, so it must be important. Fed's Goalsby says golden path of huge of a huge drop in inflation without a recession is still possible. It's pretty fucking bearish. Golden path. The golden path? What the hell is that? The yellow brick road? Oh shit. I don't want to see Oz. I don't know who that is. WeWork was valued at 47 billion, files for bankruptcy. That's pretty fucking bearish. For food delivery startup Wander Group gets 100 million investment from Nestle. Ooh. Damn, Nestle be making moves, man. I'll never forget when they bought Blue Bottle. They be making moves. Now they buying food apps. They making moves. From fucking milk, from chocolate powder to food delivery app. That might be a good stock to look into because they be making moves. Shout outs NetSquill. Whoever over there making the moves, they're the real MVP. Virginia House and Senate are up for grabs. I don't know. I don't get it. Everything here is pretty bearish, but the stock market's up. So this is why Bitcoin's down, in my opinion. Bitcoin is so correlated with the reflection of stupid stonks that it's always like gonna do this. And now that I have this knowledge of the Dixie, I'm so much more zen with the Bitcoin price because I know Bitcoin is going to have its day. What's cool about Bitcoin right now, and again, we're just chilling right now. I might talk about some Zen. I might talk about some Bitcoin. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? What up, Jack is selling Zen again. No, man, you gotta get a username so I can shout you out. No username. Oh, he said it. Tangerine. All right. But that's the only one y'all came up with is tangerine. Tangerines are good. Yo, that might be the rarest fruit if you want to start cataloging fruits via rarity of the alphabet character they start with. That's a good one to tokenize. Alphabet characteristics. Ooh, next thing coming out in fucking NFT land. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this shit now, bro. It's so funny being so zen in crypto that I get to see the narratives. And again, if you've been following the channel, you know I've always been pro brand over everything. It's always been about the brand, man. Not about any other shit. Just about the brand. If the brand is good and the tech is amazing, it's milk and cereal, bro. It's boiling water and chopped up vegetables, bro. Chicken broth, bro. It's easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I don't even know how to explain it, but if you can't catch on, maybe you need to take some branding classes. Go and study Nike. Nike's an amazing brand to study. Apple's a good brand to study too. I learned something big about Apple yesterday. About the internet. Apple has their hand in the internet too. So great times, great vibes. But on Bitcoin right now, there's a lot of excitement happening behind the scenes. Now, usually this is a top indicator. When everything else starts to crack off, that's usually the last run. So however long they can keep up the ordinals, this is proof in the pudding that ordinals will keep Bitcoin afloat for a little while, right? So in the very beginning of my whole theses of cheaper Bitcoin, well, I gotta zoom the fuck out. And I gotta turn the lines on. So my bullish sentiment is we're of course 50K, 100K, 500K. You know what I'm saying? But I still think we could go to 15 if everything were to go to shit, right? We're one nuke away from 15,000, right? Because if that would scare the shit out of everyone. If it dropped, it would scare the shit out of everyone. But at least if it did it once, I don't think we'd get 2 or 3. But who knows? That's some real like, what the fuck is going on type shit, right? So it's on the table, but it's not like ideal. And again, the reason why I would say it would pick itself up is because of the ordinal market. Ordinals create a demand for Bitcoin as a block space utility. So it removes the concept of, oh, price goes up because it's a rare asset that's a store of value. Then it goes, price goes up because people need this to move their dumbass JPEG across the Bitcoin network, right? That's why some people don't want this in Bitcoin. They don't want ordinals because it's going to raise network fees, and they just want it to be P2P. And they're saying, think about the children, you know, in South America that are using Bitcoin as tether, right? Or, you know, as monetary value. And then the JPEG bros go, no, we want to store block space. We want to put images on block space, store it in the chain, and really turn Bitcoin into a working utility, because back and forth trading is not getting us anywhere, which is true. I think you add this utility of Taproot and ordinals to Bitcoin, and then that's how we see the $500,000 per one Bitcoin. Because it's like underneath that 500K Bitcoin is utopia of whatever they're building. I mean, this is again why in the very way back, I think it's like July, maybe June, we were talking about Bitcoin a lot, or ordinals a lot, because also we have the Zen Knights. So there is Zen here already. We already here. That's my like logo. That's my Zen Knight. The Knights are fire. And you can see here, Magic Eden has changed a lot. They're getting ready for the bull run of NFTs on Bitcoin, Polygon, ETH, and Solana. So definitely keep your eye on Magic Eden. This comes from Solana Camp. So it's got a ton of VC funding, but because of that funding, they get to have fun. How about that? They get to have fun, and they get to explore different ideas and build. So I like how they're building this out. Wow, they even put down here, I didn't even notice this until right now, they even put the Bitcoin price and the gas price. Wow, look at that. Wow, shout out to Magic Eden. But yeah, we have the Zen Knights here. Looks like some people are really trying to get rid of theirs now. So with this, maybe this is like, if you're a Zenian and you're saying to yourself, hey, I want to get a piece of Zen on Bitcoin. Because again, this was launched by Fair Crypto, but it doesn't have a website. I think it's going to point to like, yeah, Zen.network. Someone should make a website for this. I know some people have talked about it, but it'd be cool to see a network made. Oh, I didn't even know. Wow. Okay. Yeah. We really chilling right now. I haven't even floated around to see updates and shit. I just been so trapped on the drama. Let's get updated. Jesus. They've been working. Yo, what up, Minotron? Yo, Dioshland with the "you are the brand, bruh." Yeah, my real name is Brandon, so it's always weird to me that I was blessed with the name Brandon. Well, I mean, I guess it's Brand and then Don, but like Brand then Don. I'll just throw two D's in that bitch. But yeah, I flex with brands, man. Bitcoin is going to $3. Dave Ramsey knows the truth. What up, Dank? Not $3. I'd be swooped to dupe it. I will pick that shit up off the ground. That's the one freight train I'll jump in front of. But yeah, man, this is cool. I didn't see the update. So I guess now if you go up here to Zen, if you're on Zen.network, you come up here to projects. You're gonna see VMPX, you're gonna see Knights. If you click on the Knights, it's gonna show this. Here we have oh wow, okay. That's cool. So they put them right here so you can see them too. That's cool. Can I click on them, make them big? Okay, nah. And then they did them here too. That's cool. So that's the number one Knight. Somebody put down 3.7 billion Zen. At the time, this was $26,000, which was pretty insane. It was cool to see it happen though, because if we remind ourselves about what Zen's principles are, it's about fair launches. And this is probably one of the most fairly launched NFT projects or NFT ordinal projects to come out. I mean, granted, you need to make the Zen and you got to believe in making Zen. So I can feel it. Like if you're not in the matrix of Zen and you see it, you're like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to spend $26,000 for that. Right. So it's not for you. But if you are in the matrix of Zen and you minted 3.7 billion, or you minted $1 billion and you topped it off with 2.7 billion so you can be number one, you know, like that's who the matrix is for. So there will always be outside forces trying to penetrate the Matrix to apply their opinion because they don't give a fuck. But from the Matrix state of architecture, this was a fair ass launch, because if you had Zen, you had opportunity and you could buy it off the market if you didn't mint it. And if you did, like me, I minted Zen. So I was fortunate enough to burn the Zen I had to get mine, which is number 73, the 21st Prime. I am Optimus Prime in this motherfucker. Where's mine at? Damn, all right. The site is broken. The bitch keep going to the top. It's only when you're trying to show something off, right? All right, we'll do it slow. Windows 95. Windows 95. They got that Java going on this bitch or something. Ooh. Oh. So as far down as this is going to let me go. There we go. I like how to tag my wallet to this one. Oh man, it jumped back to the top. Boo. Let me turn up. Okay, I think it's just a gesture with this thing. That's probably what it is. Yeah, that flips back up. That one's tight. But see, no one's even on this website to tell them that this shit is fucked up. That's how you know we're in a bear market. We are in the bottom of the bear. No one is even on the Zen website. But this one's really cool. I like that one. The cool thing about the Knights as well, that makes them cool in ordinals. Because again, NFTs, that's like where I'm at with it. I like brands. I like product. I like customer experience. That's what I am passionate about when it comes to organization. So when something organizes all three of those fundamentals together in a like artistic fashion, or in a way in which it's just undeniable, right? I like to think also like cuisines. There's certain cuisines where it's just like the way it's put together, everybody loves this shit. That's the best product. Spaghetti, pizza, it's the best shit, right? Orange chicken from Panda Express, it's the biggest pot they got, right? You can see this shit in the reality. So branding is huge, and the things that people want, huge. So damn, this one's fire. It says Zen on the back. The big brand here that we have is we're below 1 million. We're sub 5,000 inscriptions. So everybody who has a Knight, they also have an inscription on Bitcoin that is below 1 million, and it's also below 500,000. And some people, they just want collections. Like, so in the future, it's already said, like, some people are just going to want collections that have been inscribed at certain moments in time, because now the inscription number is way higher. So that concept of I got an inscription early, that's what a lot of people were going for when it first started. And now you can even see that on their marketplace here on Magic Eden. They even show you the rare stats. So this one's pretty nutty. You can buy rare stats. And all this stuff is fun. Really, what you're doing is you're indexing the blockchain. You're providing equity behind an indexer. So it's decentralizing the build out. So instead of someone, people are grabbing it and indexing. One of the bigger projects I would say is Bitmaps. So Bitmaps is one of the biggest indexing projects on Bitcoin, literally. Where's it at? Is it here? Oh, it's up here. Inscription clubs. That's funny. So yeah, Bitmaps I would say is one of the biggest infrastructure build outs. And then I think that's the biggest one, to be honest. I would say Trek is too, but you can see here Magic Eden. Let's look through the lines here. So you'll see here on Magic Eden, they don't really talk about Trek. And Trek is like really big in ordinals. So because I don't see Trek over here, but I see Trek when I go to Ordinal Wallet. What was it? Unistat. I think they show And he showed Trek in its glory. No? Maybe Trek fell off. Here, let's see. Trek. Oh, it's number 5. 2.3 BTC of volume. So, I mean, I'm just chilling today, and I'm just chilling in general. But yeah, if you've been looking for the next idea, this is kind of why back in a couple months ago we were talking about Bitcoin, because when things get rocky on Bitcoin, people are going to oscillate back into ordinals. So they were chilling, pumping their stats, and now that's why you're hearing all the ordinal chat. All that ordinal chatter is how many more signals do you need? How many more of these cycles will you go through before you realize, damn, every time Bitcoin starts to pull back, everybody start pumping ordinals. And then, damn, when ordinals start to pull back, Bitcoin starts to go up, right? So that just get hip to the oscillation now, because it's going to continue. And it's until Bitcoin blah, 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 all the way up. Bro streaming every day. That's what I do's. I like the internet. We be in this bitch. Down, down, down. Can you send the link for the night buy side? Oh yeah. So there's a lot of strategy on ordinals. And this is kind of why I like, man, this one's fucking cool. It's not for sale either. Whoever owns this one, you're cool as fuck. I'm jealous. Yeah, here, I'll drop this in the chat. Check it out. It might get cheaper though. So like, I would say, so it looks like some people have sold them for 0.1 BTC. That's pretty nutty. Oh wow, this guy finally got rid of his fucking knight. Thank God. For 0.1 BTC. Jesus Christ. 9 days ago. Hilarious. There's a funny story behind this particular one. So I wonder who bought it. Big ups to you. You got it for a steal. 0.1 BTC. I don't even know what that is. What's 0.1 BTC? Let's look real quick. This most recent sell. I personally think that Zen Knights will see the best moment when Zen is at mass adoption. So right now it's just like, it's really, the ownership of a Zen Knight isn't based on like making money or anything. It's just based on owning something cool. But if you don't feel like it's cool, then like, yeah, you're like, whatever. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this person sold this for $3,000 9 days ago. $3.4 thousand. Good for him. But that was the most recent sell. It was 21 days ago. Or actually, let's not lowball what he made. 3.8. Add that extra one. Don't forget. But yeah, that's actually still pretty good. I wonder who copped it. Here, let's see who copped it. Let's see if we can see some behavioral activities. Oh, somebody with hella bitmaps. Oh shit, they got mad bitmaps. Hey, well. Wow, they got the good ones too. Wow, this person got hella stuff. Nah, man. How can I filter their stuff? Maybe they already moved it out or something. I don't know. This is hard to see. Oh. I want to see where they at. Oh, they only have one. They came up. I would do it though. So the cheapest one now below that one is this one for 0.08. That's $2,000. I wouldn't sell mine for that low because the amount of Zen I burned at the time of burning was worth like $5,000. So I think the floor is at least 5,000. but that's because personally I paid that much for it. But you can see here, this could turn into, with the right collective mind, or with the right collective minds, I think Zen Knights can be extremely big in ordinals. If more people got behind them and understood how to do the NFT game, there's only 100 of them. So there's a lot of different strategies in NFTs that I've seen over the times where a group of people hold them and then they slow bleed them out to people as they want to own them. And then that's how you rise the price. But in this scenario, you're dealing with a bunch of token motherfuckers who don't know what to do. So you see the right idea is happening. The people who are holding it up above 1 BTC, that's where this should be. It should stay at 1 BTC. We could literally connect. We could all just say it as like a group where I believe my night is 1 BTC. I think my night is expensive. But as a group, we can think all nights could be at least 1 BTC and get everybody to think the same thing. That's how NFTs work. It's a group thought. It's actually the best group activity. It's way more community than tokens, because tokens is hopium, and NFTs it's art. So the hopium is the art. Then you put a bet on someone. You know, you're betting on an artist. You know, or you're betting on a group like the D Gods. So it's less risk, and that's why I think more money is going to go through NFTs than tokens. Like I've been thinking that since 21. I wish I had the graph up. But yeah, there was a lot of relationship of injection of capital from 2020 to 22. Majority of it was actually going into NFTs and then coming into tokens. So the NFTs is really an onboarding outlet that people see as like a joke, but again, it's where the capital gets turned from fiat to crypto. That's where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be at those checkpoints. I am not trying to be full checkpoints behind the fiat to crypto. Call me the border patrol. I'm trying to be right at that border. And that's kind of again why I like ordinals, because it's right at that border. You're going from Bitcoin to JPEG. You know, and Bitcoin has so many fiat off ramps. So how many people are going to turn dollars into Bitcoins to get into ordinals? It's the easiest way to get bullish on ordinals. How many people are going to be able to do that? What happens if Coinbase decides to open up an ordinals marketplace, and then they really make it easier to bring your dollars into crypto using ordinals? You spending mad money on a JPEG. I burned it. I minted it. That's the coolest thing. As long as I don't do that thing over there, it won't jump on me. But yeah, I burned 515 million Zen. But at the time of this auction, what was it? It says it up here. Oh, where's it at? I literally just saw the price of it. Let's if I click one of these. What was it? April 17th. So on April 17th, when this came out, this was the top. It came out at the top of Zen. So a lot of people still hate Jack Levin for this shit. I don't know. I've been participating so much. It's too hard for me to hate it. To hate him, you know, like, oh, that liquidity could have been used. You know, I just don't have hatred like that for actions, I guess. Oh shit, Shaka vibes with the big ups. Thanks for that 5-piece there. Looks like we got Billy Z, Mickey 2, Bay or Bajrin, Tony. We personally experienced. They all whooped. I'm still trying to think of a fruit that starts with a T. Yo, fucking the rarest fruit. That's what we're tokenizing. We're going to tokenize a fruit that starts with a T and really fuck up people's heads. Like, man, that shit got no value. Think of another fruit that starts with a T. You got 30 seconds. Or yes, you're getting shot. Everybody dead. That's where the values. That's how serious we're going to have to get to show the normal people what value is. Imagine this. But yeah, look at Zen right now. But yeah, so right here was the top of Zen. And again, a lot of people were saying that it was DB Zen that caused this run up. But that's just a lot of people also, you know, disregarding the fact that Knights were involved in that. So it was DB Zen and the Knights all pushing the price of Zen to the moon. Two burners at the same time. This is why we haven't been able to see this again. You need two solidified burners. You can't have just one. You can't have a couple that do it a couple times a day. You need to have two engines. Let them roar. So again, a lot of this capitulation here, and the last time we saw a real high in Zen was because of the Knights pushing it up and some people selling the news the day the Knights came out, right? And once that happens, that's was the top. You know, we should have kept pushing up. So know the same thing can happen here. Whenever we do see a top or whatever we are, wherever we're going, it could push, and then a bunch of people can just be like, we're done with this. And that's what's fun about Zen, is that it has that characteristic. So who knows where the real, or what the real price of Zen is, because those characteristics can change in a heartbeat as less and less as it becomes disinflationary. So and we know this inflationary pattern is only for 2-3 years. So it's very interesting to watch. Very, 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 very interesting. Tomatoes are fruits. You know, tomatoes are not fruits. Tomatoes are vegetables. This is debatable. But tomatoes would be the only hot fruit. I don't know how many people are really just grabbing a tomato, eating it. we got a new problem on our hands. We thought crypto was hard. Give me another fruit that starts with a T. Ask ChatGPT. But yeah, so right now Zen looks like it wants to tip over. Again, the price is controlled by miners, and we got to this range because of traders. So we don't really have a reason to buy yet, because a lot of Zenians, they're hip to the game, so they're also waiting for better prices. They know this isn't the best price they can get if there's going to be FUD again. So the cat's out the bag. The question is, in my opinion, will it play out? Like, what is the next FUD event that's going to shake up the crowd? Because at least in my opinion, and maybe I'm like in a closed silo because I'm mining XENblocks, the foundation of a Zenian doesn't really care about what's happening here. It feels, in my opinion, that this is a moment of opportunity on either side of the moving average. And look at that, we're right back here at the 72. Like I said, the 72, it acts as a magnet. The price wants to get away from it, and if it can't, it's going to get pulled right back down, and then it's going to try to get away from it. So you see here, this is why I like the 72. I'm pretty sure this confirmed that we're going down because we closed the candle on it. Or how do you say this? We closed an attempt on it. Right here where the last green wick is where the weekly average crossed that 72, and we got to push down. So I think this is a good signal to let us know that this is going back down. And this rally's over. Like, this shit is done. I hope you sold some Zen. If not, like, get ready. Because again, the only thing that's on the table to push the Zen up is gonna be DXN, right? And I saw Roz. He started talking today. He said he was on vacation, so I guess he's back. I guess the dev's back. But again, I'm not relying on DB Zen to push price at all. I don't think a burner is gonna do it. I'm pretty sure it'll be like the 333 auction. That would do some pushing. Other than that, I want to see some buy pressure, but we can't get buy pressure because the Bitcoin is on its way to figuring itself out. If Bitcoin goes up, then we'll probably see some Zen buy pressure. If Bitcoin goes down, then we'll probably see this continue. And again, the only way I see Bitcoin staying up right now is on the backs of ordinals. I'm pretty sure shit's about to get fucking weird. And again, since today is an esoteric day for Bitcoin, I'm sharing some goods about it because we got to keep our eye on it today. We got to see what's going to happen with it. See if they rug pull it. See if some bullshit just comes up out of nowhere. Let's see. Is there anything new? We're just chilling. Jack has an eliminated supply of Zen to sell. Love this guy. Say my name. yo, Dioshlan, you have said that. You have. What up, crypto dude? I don't think Jack meant like that. You tell him, Edwin. Exactly. More down. I bet Dioshlan was like, fuck yes, it's going down. But yeah, you see right here on the 50, on the 72 as well. Think of these two moving averages now that this is confirmed down, like it closed a day. So basically on the 5th, that would have been your day to take profits when we were back at that 5-1. And if I don't trade, but again, I like to respect levels because I think of crypto as gas and you need it for specific activities. So there can be opportunities to get your gas cheaper. And if it's a real project, then that gas element should become more valuable over time as more people use the network, right? That's why we like Ethereum, right? We like ETH over Tron because of that, because Ethereum is going to have a bigger network effect. We have to wait for Tron's network effect, right? Unfortunately, it's just not going to be Bitcoin's inception of network effect. So now everybody needs to do the ETH version of it. And I think applying that principle of, well, Ethereum is a good coin to cop or own because it's going to be used for gas and someone's going to need it for a transaction and they might pay anything and everything to get one Ethereum to unlock a vault, right? So the same thing I think applies to Zen, and seeing it get here and close here at this level of 5-1, I feel like that's like that was the top of gas. Gas was expensive right here. Now gas is going to get cheaper, right, on a positive. So we have the moving averages filling this wick, and probably going to send it to the downside. Now, how far down does Zen go is the question. But I've always had my eye on 6 zeros and 23, which would bring us like, I think 50% down from where we are right now. I don't know. So I guess it's like, yo, if you're trying to buy some Zen, fuck no. Yeah, so probably gonna go 50% down for sure before it sees some sort of recovery, which I think is fine. I think everything would be going down though. Again, it's not just gonna be Zen. It's gonna be Bitcoin. It's gonna be Ethereum. It's gonna be all of crypto. So if anyone's out there just saying like, yeah, it seems blah blah blah, like, nah, man, like that shit is connected to the facts. It's not connected to the doo-doos. It's all in the same tangent. Literally, as soon as Bitcoin pulls back, all of a sudden Zen is pulling back, and then it turns into a cat and mouse game where it's like, okay, how do I need to perceive this? Like, how do I catch this top? October 24th. Let's see where Bitcoin was, right? And then more than likely, you can see the two. Let's see here. Go to the daily. We're gonna look at ETH. I think it's closer to Bitcoin right now, but we'll look at ETH. So 23rd, 4th. So yeah, so you see it wrote on the back of that pump in ETH. Right. October 22nd, 3rd, 14th, 9th. Oops. Where's it at? 13th. Right, 1st, 2nd, 9th. So notice this. Ethereum dumps in price and Zen goes up in price. This right here is your first indicator that Zen is in a reversal because something's getting ready to happen in the mainstream. Think of that as like the volcano is rumbling. You might start seeing some smoke coming from the top of that volcano. Then you go back and look at the mainstream market, and then you can compare and contrast to see how they could possibly value each other. So you see here the bottom of this where Ethereum catches the bottom, was on October 12th. Let's say it starts to roll up October 13th. You go back to Zen. October 13th and 12th had down days. Why is this? Because it's further away from the mainstream. So everyone traded their Zen into ETH when ETH goes down to catch the pump, because gas is Zen as well. So let me increase my gas before ETH goes up, right? ETH goes up, you turn your Zen back into ETH because that's the other gas you need, right? Zen goes down and then ETH is going up. So if you're on the cycle, you know that this is going to appreciate better in value because it's a smaller cap coin. So everybody got back into here. That's why I was saying the traders are here. But this little pocket of time right here, if I probably also had put more relationship to the two, I could have seen what happened. So yes, do I want to see this pullback? Hell yeah, because Zen is going to pull back. And then when this starts to pull back to a certain point, Zen should turn around. So that's why I'm like, how far down could we go? Or is this the ultimate rug amongst all? Like, are we seeing that right now? Because we've been at this level. And it's the second time here for the rejection. I don't know what that means in TA, but it's still on path for what I'm saying, which is we wouldn't even see upside or like a wow type of upside for Zen until mid-December. So we could still fall out of this channel and loop up like that. And again, that catch of support would be because the mainstream markets are catching support. That's kind of just my thesis. Yep. Look at VMPX. Still going. Hands are changing over here. Crypto family. What up, crypto family? I like Tron. Gone fathered into it. 50% down is a good estimate. You don't mint my Japanese, brother? Nah, he just likes to say his comments. But yeah, I'm grandfathered into Tron too. I'm hodling, but that's why Tron will never be better than ETH. I've stressed on that one hard. Like, can Tron ever be just like Ethereum? And then it always comes back to Justin Sun has to do the work. So it's not really on that magnitude of what Ethereum is going to do for the world. I've been in search for that next coin. Still think Zen is it. What's crazy is VMPX is having a lot of exchange of hands right now. Speculation on the horizon. I think people know they're going to get shooken out, so they're trying to figure something out. What I mean by that is excited what happens when a huge Zen supply hits the market. We want to see it. Big ups for the two. Zen family. Zen crypto family. But yeah, what we want to see is in VMPX hands change, because what that means is that people are gearing up for staking. Again, this is a staking coin, and it's designed for you to stake so that you can get Ethereum fees from a decentralized bridge between BRC20 and Ethereum. And look at the time, and just this has only been a couple days, and just a little bit of hopium has pushed bitmaps crazy. Now that's the only reason I'm talking about ordinals today and just having a chill stream. It's because bitmaps really blew my fucking mind, dude. And I've got a bunch of these, so I'm just chilling. But yeah, bitmaps are north, and this right here is speculation and hopium, because that's what drives crypto markets. So again, people want a better Bitcoin, but they can't get it unless they build the infrastructure. So they're participating. They're like, fuck it, I'll go to ordinals. How do I get there? Bunch of people are learning right now how to get to ordinals. So we know that that's cool. That's good, right? And VMPX is going to be that bridge between the two, hosted by the Zen community. I do think there's some people that are trying to push and navigate this price. And I think there's some people trying to manipulate it. So I'm sure that the price action we're seeing right now is between some people, some group that we don't know anything about. But if you believe in VMPX, you believe in the staking, you believe in all that shit, then price action should still not mean anything to you. It should just be like a cool thing to see in your portfolio. Like, oh shit, my shit's green. You know, but that's kind of what's happening in VMPX. There's a lot of people that know what to do, and there's a lot of people who are trying to manipulate it down, but the supply is really slow, right? VMPX only has 108 million coins. There's 7 million on the DEX. There's a bunch, I think, in let's go here. Let's look at VMPX. He's back, y'all. Who knows? VMPX could get listed on Binance. It could be one of the first to get listed on Binance because it is in that sector. It is BRC20, and and that's what's crazy too, right? You could call so what? Let me show it. Actually, somebody put me on. Shout out to the person who put me on the bitmaps. I don't know who you are, but Snarky Puppy. They actually had a good conclusion of what's going on here. They said, nah, just usual liquidity inflow due to a couple different exciting points in ordinals. Also, the narrative is good for bitmaps. They're cool. They have an ecosystem built, and now they allow easy access. So yeah, he kind of put it into perspective, you know, like Track is making liquidity pools. Unistat is making liquidity pools. Elon Musk is talking trash about URL NFTs. You know, all of the narratives are making sense for people to pivot to ordinals. And then ordinals got Ordies, which was the first BRC20, got listed on Binance. So the opposition is in full effect. And these are the type of things that can happen within a week to drive this. Hadouken. All right. So this is crazy, man. I minted these, or I inscribed these on chain for $2, guys. $2. Right now, these motherfuckers are $27 each. And I got some gems. This one I'm listing for 4 Bitcoin. If you want it, you can have it. It's a 2 block. So the thing about bitmaps that I caught on to, because again, I'm coming from a fair launched environment. So I knew that it was one of the most fairly launched concepts of grabbing data, right? The hardest thing in Bitcoin is going to be inscribing data on top of data, because if all the data is floating around, how is everybody going to build on top of all the floating data, right? So you build something like a bitmap, which is essentially, if I'm a coder, I can now think of that as like a family or a class. Or hey, if I want some information, I can call the bitmap class, and there'll be all these other variables for me to provide data. And what's crazy is this bitmap is attached to blocks. So there can only be so many blocks made in a day. And that means there can only be so many blocks made in a year. And then when Bitcoin has a halvening, bitmaps is also interrupted with that concept. So it's basically a Bitcoin inside of a Bitcoin, right? Because it's the most tethered experience to Bitcoin that everybody got behind. And I was kind of wondering if it would click, if it would really click with humanity, that you could tag a block and we could build indexing based on blocks and tell people, hey, this is data that we've grabbed from the blockchain that we know is a representation of one Bitcoin block, and now we can build on top of that, right? So it's still a little bit of a wonky idea. It's still very abstract, but that's what people are latching onto, the fairness of, well, what can come from bitmaps. And we can see it already, like they building. So this is what I mean by this. Magic Eden, because bitmaps has so many people building with bitmaps. Before, you didn't see, when bitmaps first came out, you didn't see like what it looked like from the chain. Like you didn't see all this stuff. It just said your bitmap, right? But they knew this was with the value, so they developed it. They developed the way for you to see the value. I see here too, they developed some of these attributes. That's pretty cool too. And again, this is what a lot of people were scared about, because the thing about it now is this needs architecture. This needs infrastructure and architects in order to keep it up. If either one of those motherfuckers stop showing up to work, this can collapse. But everyone's building behind it, like how they're building attributes on it. Because then if they build attributes with the bitmaps, then we can index even further, because there'll be all this information from a bitmap. If that makes any sense. So it's a system inside of a system. And that's kind of why people are so bullish on bitmaps. And it's taking off. I'm glad that people caught on. I didn't know if they were going to catch on. I actually sold a couple. So now I wish I had them back. How much did I sell them for? $10. Damn, I missed out on the 20 piece. Yeah, I sold 3 of these back in 3 months ago. Look at that. July 17th, 16th. So I was just fooling. I didn't know what would come from them. So I was just fooling. I still can't believe I spent $30 on this fucking P.o.P, and it's trash. Yeah, this one was trash. Whatever. It is what it is. Maybe you'll see its day. See the activity. Yeah, they $4, $5. Oh well. I'm gonna hold on to it though. We'll see if they can get it going up. My thought is that again, what you're probably gonna want is to get ordinals that have a good brand. And then right now it's probably smart just getting the oldest collection. So like getting a Zen Knight, getting a Bitcoin Frog. These Gooselins, or this one's pretty good too. I mean, it's within the Bitcoin space. A lot of people are into that one. I would say yeah. The most decentralized group though is gonna be bitmaps, because they have to build. These are the builders, so that's not the only reason I'm really into bitmaps. I see that a lot of people are also supporting Trek. I have brought that up, but Trek, they are a system inside of a system. See if I can get info on them. Oops. Let's see. So Trek, don't build, destroy only. Facts. I dropped some bitmaps today. Took some profits, holding for some good ones in the future. I feel you. I want to take some more profits, but I'm just gonna let it ride. All of mine are 420, so I don't know if I'm gonna let them go yet. Like I specifically bought all of my bitmaps, and they all have 420 transactions. So I personally, it's gonna be hard for me to let them go. Like all these ones right here. Let's see, does it say it? Nah. See, that's what we need. We need it for it to say the transactions, so I can see that part. But yeah, all of my bitmaps are 420 transactions are encapsulated. But I will sell this one, and I got the I'm such a Zenian. My first bitmap, I didn't understand it, so I just did Zen's birthday. So I got Zen's birthday as a bitmap, 10/08/22. I'm kind of dumb though, because I was so fucking early. I could have done like 16, 25 probably, but I just couldn't comprehend it, man. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This is different. This is abstract. But I'm glad I wrapped my head around it, because now everybody else is catching on. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd sell this one. This is a punk though, so I have 2 punks, which is kind of cool. Bitmap punks. That's why this one I listed for 4 Bitcoin, because if people are gonna start buying these, yo, let's get it. Because I think there's not that many of these. There's actually a website so you can start seeing this stuff. I'll show you the website. We can get into it. Dingo. Let's go bitmaps. Yeah, let's go bitmaps. Hey, I'm behind it, man. Let's push it up. I got my bags of rare stats. Like, Mick, you got like real rare stats? You got like some real ones? Like you mined them yourself? But yeah, so Trek is a good ordinal because it's a system inside of a system. So this is why I think a lot of people are hating on them. Not hating on them, but I think that's why people, or like Magic Eden is getting behind bitmaps, but not Trek, for instance. So that to me, that's abstract. I'm kind of confused on that one. Especially if they sell BRC20s, which they do. Unless they took that shit off. Maybe they took it off. Ah, so they took it off. Okay. So that's why. Makes sense. That's funny. That's the best way to not have to have interference, because they are an NFT platform. They are not a trading platform. They used to have BRC20s, but they took that shit off. And that's what Trek is. So Trek is a protocol on top of ordinals. See, they call it a layer 2, right? Oh, wait. What's this? TAP is an ordinal-fi enabling protocol for Bitcoin ordinals. It works entirely without use of a layer 2 chain, but utilizes tapping and a simple mechanism to verify transactions within the protocol. So what they're saying, and it's not a layer 2, but it is a layer 2, but it isn't. Now, the reason why it's not a layer 2 is because it's not a system like where they have their own nodes and la 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 la. What it is that you can inscribe using tap in your ordinal, and it can have the attributes that the tap or this tap system can read. So you just like BRC20s, but you're just doing it in tap deployment. See, so token deploy, token mint, token transfer. So it's just like BRC20s, but they changed the formality of the BRC20 so that it can have more data behind it, right? So it's just like BRC20s, but it just has more data. And I would say that some people probably don't want to go that direction. We're gonna see that happen already. That's what's gonna happen. Some people are gonna want some data over here. Some people are gonna want some data over here. And when the split is happening in front of our eyes, you can see people are taking bitmaps just as way more serious than Trek. So Trek would be a coin that you'd probably want to get your hands on if it's gonna be like bitmaps. But the assumption is that people will adopt its system. Are people going to adopt the system, or are they just going to want to do bitmaps where people can develop using a bitmap, and then if I want to create in Bitcoins, I can basically summons data from this bitmap thing. And then if I own a bitmap, I don't know, maybe it's staking power. I don't know. Someone could make it something like that. Staking power. Staking, you could use it to, there's a lot of different ideas. The coolest thing about it is it's connected to Bitcoin block creation. So the sky's the limit, because its limitation is the blocks being made, and that's limited by time. No one can speed up time, so no one can speed up more bitmaps. That's what makes that shit hard. We know about the tangerines, bro. Shout outs Dank with the 5. He said flex on them. I should drop all mine though. I mean, I got 24 for $30. Well, shit, if I got 22 because I'm not gonna sell my other two. That's $600. That's $600, man, in Bitcoin. Should I do it? Should I do it? Are they even selling right now? I like this activity tab up here. 10 minutes, 14 minutes. They ain't even selling right now. They ain't even selling. Who's the hype crew? See, look at the man. You could have got these for $2, dude. These like full squares. I thought that they were gonna be stupid, and that's always it. The one that you think is stupid is gonna be the hardest one. So look at people are already selling this one off of retail for 001. Let's see what that is. I have my Bitcoin calculator right here. You know what I'm saying? $34. Oh, okay. Wait. 45. My bad. So the regular one's going for 30, and then this one's going for 45. And that's because it's a single transaction. It's got one. That's crazy. Oh, so there's an attribute for this, so you can pull it out. Pause. Wow. Okay. Oh, you guys can't really see it because I'm in the way. Can I get it up? Pause. Let's shrink me. Okay. So on the left-hand side here, they have the traits, which is the attributes. And we can see here that they have the onesies. Can I see a number here? Is there a number? How many are here? So is that there? No, they didn't got that. But here, we'll turn pending. Okay. But I still see the pending. That's funny. Maybe the site's all fucking stupid. All right. So yeah, these ones are going for 0.1, and people are actually buying them for 0.1. Yeah, there's quite a few people buying these. So if you got a 1 here, let's see the sub K. Oh, so they're doing off transactions. Okay. That's a spin on it. Because it makes it more fair if it's based on transactions and not based on the number the block is. Because anybody could have grabbed the block at any time in the very beginning. So now that it's based on transactions, the transactions are large. So technically, if you have a small bitmap with not that many transactions, those are going to be rare. You don't want to let those ones go. Those are going to be the most rare if rarity comes into play. The way that I see this happening is some people, they want to build on these parcels. I believe that's what they call them. And they want to make the parcels the best metaverse, or the most decentralized metaverse, where then someone can sell the parcel space to someone else. It's all imaginary though. Shit is hopium. Hey crypto bro, do you like to play games? I got a good one. What kind of games? I never did bitmaps. Congrats to all that did. Yeah, it's all good. It was an experiment. It's still an experiment. You see, like, it's still all the gray areas because none of this stuff has data in it. It's like it's not like a bitmap holds data. It just holds record. It's a record inside of a record. 2 records, bro. It's a ledger inside of a ledger, bro. But that ledger can potentially give off an organism for their ecosystem, because there needs to be labeling and indexing, and that has to come first before you start going really, really crazy. Like, how are you gonna have a Kanye? My analogy is, where's the Kanye West album gonna come out from? Is it gonna be loaded to a server? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So you will need to put it through. And we know right now, if you want to fill a whole 4 megabyte block in Bitcoin, to grab all the data, to put the physical data there, it costs mad money. So that's the value in this, is that you could put a real deed on Bitcoin under 4 megabytes. Good morning, future OGs. What up, Tad Ape? I know, shout out to the West Coast. Y'all probably just getting up right now. Guess a number, I think, in between 1 and 50. If you guess it right, you get it. 1 try. Wait. 1 in 50? I'm hell about to guess that wrong. Because 1 in 50, I'm going to say 15. Yeah, 15. Let me know if I got it right in the comments. Those. Damn, sub 10. Sub 10 floor. 4.9. See, what's weird, how can sub 1000 have a higher floor than sub 10? That's a disruption. In my opinion, it should go 1, 10K, 10K, 100K, or 1 or sub 10, sub. Yeah, like this is off. See, again, that's why I'm like, man, people are just gonna pump whatever. I'm gonna wait for them to get their narrative right. Also, some people should start clubs. That's why I wanted to start the 420 club. You get a 420 bit map. You gotta incentivize people to get it though. See what I mean? Like, this is gonna have a whole infrastructure build out. Like, it's gonna take a second. It's gonna take a minute before everything makes sense. But when it all makes sense, a lot of this early digital artifact stuff, especially if like, because what I'm thinking is if somebody builds a game with bitmaps, and then that game becomes so big, it's like Ready Player One. When people really see the value, and you're like sub 1 million Bitcoin ordinal because it's in their game, because bitmaps was versatile enough for someone to implement it into their like metaverse. We need a 420 Zen club. Facts. Sorry, the answer was 50. All right, see, I'm bad at those games. Yo, I want to bet. Yo, I bet you want to buy 1501 bitmaps. I heard that guy is pretty cool, and he's pretty big in the ecosystem. Wait, which guy? Which guy? Yeah, it just turned it's about to turn noon over here in New York City. We're chilling. So it's just a chill stream today. I could be drilling at home at how amazing Zen is, but we got to give it up to the Bitcoin community. They're going, this is in our ecosystem, so it's only right we stay on top of it. At least in my ecosystem, I'm very decentralized. So if it's popping in ETH, it's going down. If it's popping in Bitcoin, it's going down. If it's popping in Zen, it's going down. Let's see what Roz said today. Murder. It's growing and following. So 2 hours ago, he said he's patiently waiting for DB's in game. DB's NFTs, power is relevant. DB's in crypto. It's not just DeFi, but it's also fun. I'll throw a like at that. Oh yeah, he shared this link. If you go to Zenmon and you don't know, now you know. They have all the DB Zen charts, so you can see them all. Looks like this when they all load. My computer's from 2020. Give it some seconds. Craving some NYC pizza. Maybe I'll get some pizza after the stream. I gotta do some IRL shit. Might see me in the streets, so I might grab a slice of pizza. That might be nice. 420 should be the winning number. Yeah, damn it, I fucked up. I should have, even though there was a number cap on that, I should have still said 69,420. What do you mean? Are hash heads gonna be NFTs or inscriptions? I think they should be inscriptions. I think they should be the first inscriptions on. I think they should be the first reason we move our blocks. Like when we're ready to move our blocks, I think it should be a hash head inscription. And we can figure that shit out when we get there. Because what they say an inscription is a fraction of a Satoshi. If you don't know about Taproot and how it works, it's pretty fascinating. So essentially, what they're doing is they're reverse engineering Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has a block size. So how much information can fit in a block? That's why gas goes up, because the more information, the more transactions, the more you put in that block, that more expensive it becomes to push Bitcoins through the network, right? So essentially you can fill that block with one transaction. Coinbase does it all the time. They actually capture, that's something too. Bitmaps is fun and fun time for educational purposes, because you learned a lot about how like Coinbase and Binance Chain have been like mining their own blocks. Like they push information and it's just their shit, you know, which makes sense for the security of their clients, I guess. But what Taproot does is it reverse engineers the idea of someone doing it for business and makes it so you can do it for file, right? So I can take a data or file data now, and I can put that in replace of transactions. That's all it really is. Reverse engineer the idea of, hey, we could just use this for transactions to, hey, maybe we can upload a JPEG into Bitcoin, and now you have a file in a Satoshi, and you can have a hash that can bring you to that file because it's all internet based. So I would be really interested to see how we do that with the blocks, but I think that's what it is. Like, NFTs are easy, inscriptions are hard because it's more expensive. So it's a whole different game. So I'm pretty sure it'd be the same thing in XENblocks. It'll be really expensive or not expensive, but if there's a lot of value on our blocks, then it could be pretty expensive to make a hash head inscription. Y'all have the best pizza. Yeah, the pizza out here is it's amazing. You could live off the pizza out here. That's all you need, to be honest. But then it turns into a bad one. You know what I'm saying? Still get your nutrition, eat your vegetables, get your alkaline water, get your pH up. You feel me? Chicago pie is blasphemy. First time I went to Chicago, I got a Chicago deep dish. That bitch had so much it had so much pepperoni and sausage on it. I just remember burping for hours, dude. That was pure heart attack. Delicious. Knock my bitch ass out. I was out. Yeah, the Midwest farm food hit way different than the coast. Man, our shit light on the coast. We don't know what it is to eat farm food. We got a sample of it. It's not the real thing though. Every time I'm in the Midwest in Chicago, because usually I'm in Chicago, and it's like, damn, I'm fucked up right now. This food got me sleepy. Eat your tangerines. Facts. My mandarins, my tangerines. But yeah, looking at DXN. Oh, look at that. It's pumping on Binance. This thing got a mind of its own. Because it's community based. Some people say that Zen being stretched out amongst all these communities is a bad idea. But I would just say that it just hasn't reached the communities out there. Like the nomads that found Zen a year ago, we're different than the people on these chains. They'll find Zen when the counter goes up because we create the supply shock. Like DXN, as much as I hate that it's controlled by certain whales, which gives me the opportunity to say, hey, one day we can fork everybody out because we know how it works. So we might as well participate with the overall settlement rather than getting all like wah, 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 and forking yourself out. You might as well just stay with it because they're in it. They're stuck in it. So you might as well ride the wave. That's kind of how I am now with it. I'm like, all right, proceed with caution, ride the wave. Maybe something cool will happen. If not, organically something new will come out because as a community, we'll want it. And someone will seize that opportunity. And they'll do it fairly. It won't come out like Titan X. But yeah, this is looking like it wants to dump again. This thing been on the floor, bro. We already talked about how this could be fixed. We'll see what happens when they come out with their decentralized exchange. We'll see if this can change. Actually, this is a really good indicator here. Let's flip it over because let's see if DBZen is below its. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the floor. Yo, y'all see this? DBZen's officially under mint price. It costs 2.5 million to mint it. So this is the mint zone. So it's officially below it. Technically right now, you should stop burning your Zen for DBZen and you should be buying it. Because if you're burning it, you're burning Zen, you're doing two negatives. You're going negative ETH and you're going negative Zen. So if you have Zen, this would be your opportunity to actually use your Zen on the DEX and flip your Zen into this. But see, this is what I'm saying. If we had more concentrated philosophy on DXN and Zen pool, there could be a lot more versatile, or there could be a lot more price support. That's the only reason this thing is fucking falling from the sky like a straight up comet. is because it has no Zen support. And maybe that's my tinfoil hat theory. Maybe they're waiting for someone in the community to build it. Maybe Rosvin doesn't want to take on the responsibility because what if it gets hacked? You know, so he's gonna roll out his network, and I hope when he rolls out his exchange, there's an emphasis on a DXN Zen pool. If not, then that's still gonna give me an emphasis here that either something better is gonna come out, or they're waiting for someone else to come out with it, because it's too black and white. Like, why wouldn't you pair the thing that's paired to the mainstream with your coin, right? So, but yeah, this is good to see. So yeah, if you're mining Zen, turning any of that into DXN, or if you're buying DXN with other coins, at least you know you're buying it when it's negative for the lobby. So hopefully the price. So now you're basically buying risk, is what you could say. You know that it's all bad. You're buying the bottom. It's fucking all bad. This shit doesn't make any sense. Why are you buying that? Because it don't make no fucking sense. Okay, exactly. $29 in liquidity. Exactly. This doesn't make any sense. This makes zero sense. Like, and then and you know what it is? It's just because there's been so much FUD in the Twitter spaces between what is a Zen coin and what is a DXN coin, and then it doesn't really help Rosvin that he has such a good relationship with Cleo, because then it really makes it seem like Zen and DXN are two different things. And even though he's being positive, you know, and that's what I'm saying. He just doesn't. I don't personally think he knows how to play both sides. He's never been in this scenario, so it's hard to be pissed at him, because it's like, damn, dog. Because I want him to grow as a developer, and that's kind of why I'm still supporting it, because he's got to grow as a developer to know that you don't need everyone. And Jack's not going to tell him either. Jack's not going to be like, dude, you don't need everyone. Or, you know, like, you can entertain, but you don't need everyone. Like, I think he thinks he needs Cleo. And I would just say, all you need to do, bro, is just make a DXN Zen pool, and this shit would take off, because it would be paired in the right way. If all of these were paired with Zen, you're doing the recycle system, where now this price can appreciate because it has a reason to be bought and paired against DXN. We're gonna see it all happen, bro. It's all gonna come. It's gonna come together like butt cheeks, because it's too fucking easy to see it. It's just no one wants to develop it. They're like, you know how hard that shit is? I'm like, yes, I do. So make it already. Damn. We're in the future. We got a couple more years, guys. It sucks to say. DXN gives me Celsius vibes. See, this is what I mean. It's hard to like Raz because of his mannerisms. It's his mannerisms. You almost have to separate him and his actions, because there's no keys to DXN. It's 100% free. It's a free product, you know. We could save it, and that's why it's like, man, is he really telling us to save it? I'm not gonna save this shit. I would make my own product at that point. Fuck. We'll just do it again, and this time we'll make it so that people can't dump the price, and we won't do it like Titanx, because that's not fair. Man, everybody always asking me what I think about Titanx. It's crazy. Yo, shout out to PTGC. Yeah, business is business. Business is business. I'm on business and business. That's one of the funniest Dursky clips that fool has. Drewski. Y'all know who Drewski is? Drewski is funny as hell, dude. But the one where he's got the fucking Drake, business on business. That shit is so funny, dude. Play my shit. Yeah, this shit right here is just so funny. I'm standing on business.
Play his shit.
Hey, that's how everybody's gonna be when Zen goes up. When Zen's at its peak, maximum, this is how everyone's gonna be feeling when they see in the chart. They're gonna be hella hot. They be like, damn, man. Everybody right now that didn't buy into bitmaps. Shit. Almost had it. You were this close. All right, one more time.
Play his shit.
This is the play his shit part. This is how your hater is literally watching you. That's how my haters wake the fuck up every day. Shout out to them. Standing on business. But yeah, your comment made me think of that shit. Business is business. I don't use Twitter at all. Maybe I'm missing the beef or Twitter news about DXN. Yeah, damn. Oh my God. What the fuck? Standing on business. Yo, y'all trying to bring me over to Post Chain. Wow. Look at this right here. This is I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy for TG's in. I'm mad that they rug pulled the ETH side, but I'm happy that they haven't progress on the Post Chain side, because what it shows to me is that it's a true community coin. The community got behind this way better than they got behind xeNFTs and Jack. There's a reason for that shit. This is insane. Wow. What a fucking chart. Let's look at this from the bottom. So if you burn for TG Zen, which was a coin that came out in the Zen ecosystem, they were trying to burn for a while. My whole take on it is that they were excited about the burn feature, and they knew that it builds communities. So they injected their time into the Zen community to help build out the beginning infrastructure of the first year of Zen. But they didn't have intent to stay on Ethereum. Like, their intent was 100% to move to Post Chain. So they basically vamped people for now that they're seeing this chart. They have vamped my ass to Post Chain because I'm happy I staked my coins and I didn't sell them already. So where am I at with this shit? Damn, this bitch is up. Fuck. Yeah, so basically on the TG Zen side, I burned $34 worth of Zen. So now on the Post Chain side, I know that I have 56. Actually, we can go to their website. Let's go to their website. Standing on business. Damn, people right now that faded this chart right now. Yo, if you faded this chart, this is you right now. Shit! Yo, I'm so happy I staked my fucking coins. Standing on business. Standing on business. Damn, I'm staking TG Zen. Oh, so if you burn TG Zen, so if you burn for TG Zen, right, you got an airdrop for Post Chain TGC. And they airdropped everybody who burned for it. I'm not on the Post Chain network, but yeah, they airdropped everybody that burned for it. And now you can go and stake your coins. So you see here, I staked. I didn't know what to do with them, so like the day I got them, I was like, fuck it, I'll stake them, because the guy gave me good vibes. Like, I didn't honestly think he rug pulled. I still have the meme in my head that because he had a baby, and then all this shit went to fucking shit. So I was like, oh man, he got to feed his kids or something. Something came up with the family. And maybe You know, that's the one thing of a fair launch. You can't predict the health of the human that launches it, right? Or the health of the humans around the human that launches it. So there was some bad blood for a second when they did that pool, but they said it wasn't them. They said that it was someone else who did it. So all that to the backside, I staked the coins. I said, fuck it, I'll stake the coins. What am I going to do? Right? I'll keep them. So I kept the 56 million, but now I've staked them, and it looks like we're a little over 10 days. Yeah, we're a little over 10 days, and I've made 1 million TGC stake. So this is probably what it is. Everyone's probably staking, and that's pushing the price. Because if everyone goes long, and again, it's the Xenians, so this is a fucking crazy chart. Because there's not a lot of Pulsican pump and dumpers yet. Damn, I'm gonna hodl these. Because I don't know. I'm not in Pulse Chain, so I don't know, guys. Is this shit on fucking B Roots' shit? Like, is he talking about this? You got to get me hip to that one. Because I'm getting ETH, Bitcoin, Zen. That's it. We're too mean to build. We're too mean to builders. Too critical. We're hella critical to builders. But that's what's cool about a builder. A builder should be should take the criticism. The guy, he took it. There's a Twitter Spaces who wasn't recorded, but I happened to be there, where he came in and he got beat the fuck up. There's a lot of people in there that they were like pissed, and that's kind of where it came from that Twitter space. He he mended a lot of relationships with a lot of Xenians, and that's why you're seeing this nice price appreciation, because those Xenians are on Post Chain, and there's no reason for them to sell the free coins. So the price is pumping because, again, no one is taking their coin. It's a small community. It's a bunch of Xenians, and Jack could be this way. But the reason why I'm using Jack as a reference point is because Jack was xeNFTs and Iceman, and this has the potential to be epic, but it's on the back of Xenians, but they have a tainted past, unfortunately. So this can still we can still save this, you know, but we have to save it. Xenians would have to save it. Iceman and Slashdot, they're associated with the OGs and Pulse Chain, and they don't want to see this be successful. So that's why it's not as successful as it can become. It would need the Xenians to come behind it, but the Xenians don't want to, because they don't want to get dumped on because of that old school Pulsican that just sees it for value. Insert PTGC. It comes from the passage. And they built everything out. And that's why I'm like, man, I'm so happy I fucking staked these coins. I'm chilling. I don't have no reason to sell them, though. Again, like, I'm pretty sure everyone is on the same mentality right now. Like, there's no reason to sell them, because you can just wait, because they have like a whole system that's buying coins and burning them. And they have also a system where there's coins providing as a liquidity. So in the future, or I've already seen it from them, they have a really big P.Zen pool already. So when you look at P.Zen, PTGC is becoming one of the bigger pools versus Zen. So you see the denominator of value is in Zen. So it has two denominators of value. It's denominated in value, and damn, it's on a dip versus in price. So it's still, Xenians still don't even know about it. It's a whole thing. You feel me? Like, there could be a whole lot of things that we could do with this thing. Looks like people are selling it into P.Zen. That's what's happening here. More people are selling it into P.Zen. So if you wanted to get into a good liquidity pool, this would be the one. If you have both sides, because people are selling. If you have a lot of PTGC, people are selling it for. Or is it the other way? People want Zen. So if you have a lot of P.Zen and you've been wanting to get rid of it, you could make a liquidity pool, because people are this is gonna keep going down versus Zen as it pumps in post chain price. That's how it should work naturally. And then maybe it takes off in Zen once it stops having its appreciation. Well, versus Zen. Then people are selling PTGC into Zen, and it rises PZen price because they're bringing that liquidity back into the ecosystem. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe we don't have this with DXN and Zen already going on. Like, they're doing it on Pulse Chain, right? We don't even have this on any other network. Yeah. I mean, Phoenix doesn't even do it yet, but they're not focused on it. So shout outs TG Zen. They're really focused on liquidity providing. They're figuring out that pool idea, and they have one going on Pulse Chain. So I'm excited to see what they do next. How do you actively manage your portfolio when you're always jumping into new shit coins? I find out and I move on. And when I have more than 50 assets. That's funny. Well, because like all I do, my real investment is in Zen, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I don't really invest in anything else. Everything else is just like out there. And it's like an experiment. It's like for the 2 hours that I'm streaming is when I'm high level. But other than that, throughout the day, I just check in. That's why it's like I gave up on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain would have been the one where I would have kept going, but I gave up on it because it was too much shenanigans. I was like, I can't keep up with all these shenanigans, man. I'm going back to ETH because there's no shenanigans on ETH. But yeah. My main portfolio is too easy to keep up with because there's only 3 coins and there's only 1 coin I have to work with every day, which is Zen. And then my shitcoin portfolio, it's just where we are, man. We're stacking them up. I'm trying to move more out of the shits, but I guess keeping them shitty helps me also realize if they're worth a value. Because there's some valuable shits. Everything is a shitcoin, but there's some valuable shits. You know, those really good shits that you get, you know. Those ones where you walk away, everything's clean. You're feeling better. You're feeling lighter. I think that's what PTGC could be. A clean shit. Damn, Brian, DB's NFT's been nice to you? That's good. Dank says okay, so you're saying just focus on PZen. I say focus on PZen too. I'm bullish on PZen. That's why I want to see more things that can help push its liquidity up. And if this has its own market cap and it shares half of the market cap with PZen, then it's just one step closer to taking over Pulse Chain. To me personally, I find Pulse network to be shady. They pump coins and dump them in another. But see, yeah, I feel you on that, Tad. That's kind of why I'm saying, though, that it's worth saving. Because there's a coin that is needed to not have a dump and can build liquidity for Pulse Chain. And Zenians could fix the liquidity issue on Pulse Chain. Imagine if PZen has a huge correlation with ETH Zen. And then you're on Pulse Chain and you're not worried about where the funds, because you know that you're daisied to X1 chain and E chain and A chain, B chain. You know, you could literally save people on this chain with, you know how Richard Hart says, I save people. Zen saves people. That shit is a fucking portal off of a bullshit chain. You take all your bullshit, you turn it into Zen, and you get the fuck out of there. But while we're there, we might as well cause havoc, shake and rattle cages, and make our army larger. So that's why I like it. Pulse transactions cost more than Matic. They really do, though. They really do. It's the underground. I think PZen will do well for sure, but it because of first principles. Yeah, man. Honestly, I want PZen to be so amazing on Pulse Chain so that everyone that has been such a pump and dumper, they're just smothered with their fucking karma. Like it's like a karma token. They're like, fuck. Oh, I wish I had more of that coin. Shit! That's how they finna be. Shit. Let's look at Tight next. At the end of the stream, you can read TGC contract first principles. I'm only touching Zen related on Pulse. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I'm pretty sure that they're not trying to do something stupid. They're literally trying to make a liquidity thing. I think the worst thing they did was thinking they could afford Ethereum. No shots fired. I'm not even trying to shoot anything, but Ethereum is expensive. You know what I'm saying? So they had to use ETH to leverage the Zen community. If they didn't use the ETH Zen to leverage us to get to post chain, there could have never been this opportunity. But now they have an opportunity. That's why I'm saying, do they keep it or do they drop the ball? Because the price is going up because people are staking. So now they need to keep rallying the Zenians to stay hyped, to stay about it, because they have purpose. Their purpose is to make big liquidity, right? On Pulse chain, they want to make big liquidity. That's their purpose. So as long as they keep true to their purpose and they stay first principles to their purpose, I don't see why transforming your Zen into TG Zen would be a bad idea. The only reason, again, the bad idea would be because their purpose is to be bad people. So I don't know. Maybe somebody need to get an address. I don't know. Get a social security number. I'm not sure P-Zen will do well. Lots of Hexicans don't like Zen, but they're pumping up chain. But that's what I'm saying. You would have to like Zen at that point. If you buy Zen and everyone said it was forever down and then it goes up crazy, imagine how many people are going to change. Right? That's what we want. We want people to get away from it. They need to experience the Zen effect. Once they experience it, it's a drug that you can't put down after that. You know, that's why you're here. Big ups to you. What up, Kim? Remy Kim. I hate staking. You know what's funny is Jake said that he hated staking and he came out with a staking app. I hate locking up my coins, and this fool came out with a coin locking app. Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on Titan X. It's definitely doing its own thing. Every day it inflates like Zen, and its bell curve is similar to Zen. It has a slightly faster hyperinflation in a 350-day concept, but it still has the 8-year idea where every day it gets harder to make more Titan. So I'm still watching. I got my little bag I'm holding. Shit's was in the red for a second. I mean, I guess it is in the red because I bought right here. Oh shit. Look at me. But that's why I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking stake it and ride the wave. But I'm not gonna mint it. I don't really know if I need to do that. And it helps the Titan crew because if there's no mints happening, there's less Titan. So we'll see what happens. I'm just keeping my eye on it because I'm got a little bag inside of what is it called? Olympus. I got a bag inside of Olympus. So we'll see what Olympus does for me. Maybe it makes me rich. But yeah, this is finding a bottom, or it's trying to find a bottom. But again, right now it's just like TG Zen. Stakers are holding it up. So if any of the stakers decide to give up, then it's gonna implode. So tread with caution because that's what can happen. Somebody could be a large staker, could be staked down here, saying, you know what, it's my time. This is the highest it's gonna go. Why the hell am I still holding this? Even me, like I'm like kind of like, yo, I have a free bag over here. You feel me? Like I could definitely take some freedom, you know. So everyone's gonna be thinking the same. Popularity is what dictates the direction of the market. The more popular a coin, the more the narrative can be bland. The least, that's what I'm saying. That's as long as it stays unpopular in the post world, it can do numbers. Like how it just broke out and it's still going. Because all of the Zenians are staked. So it would take an unstaking Zenian to dump the price. And there can only be so many of those because only so many Xenians burn for TG Zen. And most of them sold. You feel me? So we'll see what happens. The traders will be out. The traders will be out, man. We will see what happens, bro. That's all. We'll see what happens on Titan. Traders will show up. The thing that I think that people are so the thing about Titan that they just switched up the buy and burn. So now when you're minting, your mints go to a new buy and burn contract, and then the old one is still operated by Titan X, and then the newest one will be community operated. So that's cool. I have a problem with it, but it's cool. Like the problem with that on Titan is that if there's this new buy and burn, so okay, so they call it the slow release. I see you, Brody. You working backwards, reverse engineering. I like it though. You working backwards. Because basically they say fast release, but what's kind of funny about this is that you need people minting. So if the minting slows down, then the version 2 buy and burn slows down. And then all of the facts are locked in number 1, which is a slow release. So it doesn't really answer the question of why don't you just transfer that into your new one since you have the keys for it. But you can't show you have the keys, but I get you. I get it. Let me shut the fuck up. This is not your protocol to run. Run it how I want to. Okay. But yeah, that's like my whole thing right now. While I'm still just kind of holding and trying to figure it out. I don't think that was a great band-aid. Big ups. But I don't know how long that band-aid is gonna stick. People stop minting, that band-aid gonna come off fast as hell. Then they're gonna be like, oh shit. So you mean to tell me if no one's making it, then we don't fill up the one that the new one? We get to see the results of everyone you know. So that's the problem with that one. That's why it's not fair crypto. It's fair for those that understand and still play the game and risk, but it's not fair for those that discover it. They're gonna be like, damn, wait, what? Oh man. LP has been juicy on P.o.P. Let's look at P.o.P. Show me Zen. Hey, take P.o.P. to the moon. I got a bag. This isn't Hex. It doesn't cost $1 million to claim. That's a fact, dude. What's crazy is that all of the stuff to make gas cheap really did fuck everybody with code in the past. But I mean, that's just what it is. I'm looking at everything crypto as a software. It's not like a token. You have better results if you look at it as software. Like VMPX, that's software. Zen is software. Hex is software. Hex is just an unfortunate piece of software that is affected by an upgrade, like from 32-bit to 64-bit type upgrade of affection. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you've never done that, but like I remember back in the day when I used to like torrent Photoshop, I would need to know the difference between 32 and 64 bits and programming, because you could update your system and then your system is too fast for the old information. And that's kind of what happened to Hex. I hope it comes back though. That's why you know me. I'm bullish on Hex. I think the OGs will bring the price up because it's too easy. And that's why I'm bullish on P.o.P, because the people who are over here, they know it's too easy. The challenge is on these other chains, bro. These other chains, XEN, trying to get those nerds to get into Zen is like ridiculous. They're so focused on their own chain. They do not want to hear our shit. So this is just Xenians. And we are not going to get liquidity support for XEN until X1 chain opens. And then the portal is supporting this. Same with Binance. Same with Base. It's just Xenians. But Pulse chain, that's different. You could tell it's different. I like my founder how I like Vitalik, not SEC investigated. Yo, that's the okay. I gotta put it all laid out there then. So DBZN hasn't bought him yet. We're still waiting for Ross to sell his bag. There's the FUD. PZN could see the worst bank run out of all of the Zens. So that's the one big risk of PZN. Pulse Chain is not a security yet. It could become, but so could Matic, so could everything below. The SEC could say anything that's proof of stake is a security. They could just say that shit. And the thing though that makes this the most like crazy, the one, but that's what I'm trying to say. If they wanted to, they could try to shut it down. They'd be like, shut it down. It's illegal to run Pulse Chain nodes in America, you know, but it doesn't mean that the network goes down. But essentially that news could create the biggest bank run in crypto history, where people are running out of Pulse Chain in mass. This is my only fear with Pulse Chain. Something happens, everyone's like, oh my fucking god, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Everyone's trying to run out at the same time, and the network fails, and your money's lost, and it goes to zero, and it never comes back. Because no one ever talks about that one. But that's the problem with bridging yourself out of the mainframe, which is Ethereum. Once you leave Ethereum and you're in a different cyberspace, you're subjective to their bridge requirements. That's why you want to, in the beginning, it was about being on the best bridge. And that's why I was Fade and Pulse Chain. But if so many users are here because they want this to be their chain, I can't deny that. Especially when the transactions show that it's just blowing shit out of the water. I love Moonbeam is up here. Let's fucking go Moonbeam. But yeah, since the transactions are blowing all these ones out the water, that's where our users are. They're definitely on Pulse Chain. And that's what users, Pulsicans and Xenians in a collaboration working together. We don't really have that anywhere else here. Some Xenians go hard at Matic. That's why they're here. And I think a lot of Xenians are on Polkadot. So that's why this is going up. And ETH-PAL, a lot of Xenians over there. And then we have ETH, of course. Then Phantom. Then Cosmos or EVMOS. And so on and so on. That's why Binance has fallen to the bottom in transactions. There's no real Xenians over there. And that's why, oh my God, over here, AZEN just collapsed. This is just way too... People are so hyper-focused on their own shit going on. They're like, fuck that Zen shit. Over here, people want to collaborate. They want Zen to be a part of it. That's why these two are here. And then up here, in my opinion, these are the chains where individuals are trying to use Zen as its own market cap coin. Like it doesn't have an... ETH Zen doesn't have an effect on these Zens. That's why technically Pulse Chain could be the biggest one, and it could go up in price higher than any Zen. And just absorb the whole chain until fucking the SEC goes after Richard Hart, and then we have to make a decision of whether or not we like this chain. You know, is that what we do? Is that how we save Pulse Chain? We absorb all the liquidity so that when it comes to running out of the chain all at one time, it's not the whales. It protects everybody. Because that's the biggest fear, bro. That bridge. Everything is connected to that one bridge. I don't even know the stats on the bridge. I haven't even looked into it in a long time. Hoping for massive defaults and housing correction. That's for sure coming. That's gonna start it all. That's why they're waiting to release that information. I think an ETF for Bitcoin will be approved in the first. I think it'll be approved February 1st. February 1st, 2024. ETF news approval or news. Let's look at that in the calendar from right now. Let's see if the wisdom is giving me something. The reason why on some esoteric vibes, we have the 2 and the 1. There's a 2-1 day. And it's 86 days from today. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, wow. And it's the 32nd day of the year. I didn't even know that shit. Wow. And it's going to have 47 day numerology. And it's going to have a 9 for the completion. 9 on me. 3 times 3 times 3 is 9. No, it's not. My bad. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 3 times 3 times 3 is, I forget. So yeah, maybe yeah, I would say this. Oh, Thursday, perfect. Right, going into the weekend, hella FOMO. Yeah, today seems like a good day to channel this energy. So I'm a big believer. I don't know if you guys have realized this already. I'm a very big believer of vibrations and signals. Like, I think everything is a radio. You are a radio. You are a beam of life, right? So signals come to you, and you just go and tap in, and that's the moment, right? It's all in relation. This 86 is in a relation. I'm not sure to what. You guys get to see. Oh yeah, so I was doing this earlier. I was just going through some fun gematria stuff just to see what's going on, because somebody made a relationship to to Bitcoin ETF, and they related it to 20, and that guy had a crazy decode on this. But the one that had got me going was when you type in approved spot BTF. It has the 223. So we know this one. 223.79, 263, which is gonna be the 56 prime. If you know who runs the world and who runs the show, as I should say, they are number 56. Oh shit, I fucked it all up. So I'm pretty sure leaving this year of the 23 going into 24, that's what we'll see. We'll see the transition into the digital era. And it's going to start with the approval of spot ETF for Bitcoin. I won't say you're too late, but I would say that if you're not gathering the knowledge of crypto by this date, and you're still confused on like how blockchains work, about how data sets are going, maybe you're just a user. Maybe you're not a builder, and that's okay. But if you're trying to be a builder, I would probably say by this date, you need to fucking understand. Shit's gonna get very real. Like, it's gonna get real very quick. And this plays a great idea into the day I'm watching of next year's Pi Day. So 3/14/24. I'm paying attention to this day. Should be a special day. As you can see, it's got the reversed 47. So we'll see what happens. Some spooky days to look out for on the calendar. The 1st of February, the 14th of March next month. Shit could get real. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm like chilling going into this next November and December. January, again, great observation time. It's a good time to be an observer and start picking out the coins you want to put in your portfolio that you want to flip. If you want a coin that you don't have to flip, and you're just saying, I want a coin that's legit, I can't express to you how much you need Zen at that point. If you're literally saying, I don't want a coin though that's gonna dump, then yeah, you want to get into Zen. But if you're saying, I want to catch the pumps, now is the time to start doing your education and starting to DCA into the right positions as you educate yourself, so you can sell every single top, because it's gonna show up. Right? That's why you're buying it, because there's gonna be a top. Stop investing in shit that you're not trying to sell. How about that? Take that one. Some people say don't invest more than you can lose. I would say don't invest in shit you don't want to sell. Because if you don't want to sell it, you shouldn't have it. Unless you really don't want to sell it, like an NFT, like a Zen coin. Those things I don't think you sell. Everything else I think you sell. That's pretty funny. That's going to be my tea. Everyone wants to drive a Tesla. and live in a mansion. That's funny. They want to live in the Tesla era is kind of cool right now because it's still powered by gas. Kind of crazy. That's zen. Yeah. I know it's super zen, right? I don't need that bridge anymore. There are many more off ramps to Pulse Chain now. Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying, Aaron. They're not, though. They're all using the same bridge. So I bet this is what I want you to do. I'm going to show you right now. You ready? Go to CoinMarketCap. I know. It's centralized. It's okay. Let's go to Pulse Chain. Oops, forgot the S. Damn, didn't even correct it. All right. Now, in order to have a decentralized liquidity, you got to have a bridge. Majority of these crypto concepts that you see daisy chain themselves to a main bridge, and then they transmit in between that main bridge. So as you see more and more people come online and they say, hey, I'm building bridges, technically what they're doing is trying to create a liquidity pool that's big enough to support the overall network of liquidity provided for bridging. So for me, knowing this information, I'm like, well, where's that liquidity held? Where are they holding the liquidity? And if you know how bridges work, most of the bridges use a smart contract and then they all call from it. That's why when Curve got hacked, it was huge and it affected a ton of people because so many people use Curve finance liquidity pools. And then they mask it in so many different ways that it affected like so many people. So yeah, you got to take the mask off on the liquidity concept. Your best bet to find liquidity is to find where it's being held, which is the smart contract. So for me, it's this. This is all the liquidity that Pulse Chain has to exit. Because at the end of the day, no one except Pulsicans believe Pulse is valuable. Like you can't go to an ETH head and be like, yo, my Pulse is $100. They're gonna be like, no, your Pulse is $0. Like you're like, no, I got $100 worth of Pulse, bro. Give me an ETH. And you're like, no. So the DEX is important, and like providing liquidity is important. And that's why right now, at least for me, I'm still waiting to see if Richard Hart's going to bring all that LP into Pulse Chain. But I just don't see it yet. I still see them building it out. Or how do I say them? I still see the Pulse community building out liquidity. And that's possible. It could maybe take 2 to 3 years for them to pull enough outside liquidity in to say like, hey, we've got a pretty solid amount of liquidity here. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, look at 28 or 100 or 827. And I already know people are shooting at me right now. They're shooting shots. They're like, this motherfucker lying. But it's just because there's no bank run right now. But what happens if somebody wants to pull out like 1,000 Ethereum? I don't think it's bad. I think it's all bad, man. It's all bad. If somebody wanted to pull out 1,000 Ethereum, you can't be more than a millionaire on Pulse Chain. That's another thing you got to think about. I've been saying this before, but like it's a scarce token. It can't be scarce if it's a scarce community. And a bigger community is needed. But we'll see what happens. Because again, the thing about this, it takes you back to the Pulse Chain sacrifice. And they have that shit. So they could inject it in and that could be the bridge fund. But again, that's kind of why I'm just waiting to see if that's what this is. Like, do they want to wait to throw all that in here so that it makes sense? You know, or what? Like right before Richard Hart has something that happens, like all of a sudden this balance goes from 27 or 827 ETH to like 5,000 ETH or something crazy, you know? And it's still going to be good at that point. But yeah. Again, they got one bridge, bro. They got one bridge. They got one bridge. Just like how we got one bridge to get out of crypto, which is the US dollar. It's not like we turn our crypto into something else. We bridge it into the dollar. So we need to have reserve of dollars. And that's why now it don't make no sense to go bridge your crypto back into the dollar. You're losing crypto at that point, bridging back into the dollar. So you might as well just stay in crypto even while crypto loses value. Big house sounds like a lot of work. A big house sounds like a lot of work. But yeah, that's kind of that might be another reason why they're not providing a lot of liquidity here. But if Pulse Chain sees, think of it this way too. If Pulse Chain sees a lot of price appreciation, this liquidity pool will grow on its own. And it could become very decentralized, and it'll be just like Hex. That's what happened with Hex. Hex, the liquidity just kept growing and growing and growing, and then that's why the price just kept going up and up and up. And then add that with the staking, and it was a monster. So I hear people on that. Pulse Chain could be a monster if you sell the top. So, but it only has one bridge. My favorite thing about RH Maxis, they go long on a 90% of every shitcoin. They hold it down. You can buy precious metals with crypto. Yeah, that's true too. That's a fact. That'd be a good one. See what I mean though, Brian? You get it. Like the hedge into more value outside of crypto is always the bridge, or the hedge to the next is the bridge. So it's not about how many people say they have the stamp of the bridge. 13 people can say they got the same bridge, but it's like, well, you know, are you building liquidity? And then that's where it comes into, like, are you a curve? You go to DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama is a good example of understanding how different brands can come together to make a lot of liquidity to hold the whole network up. That's kind of what you're waiting for on Pulse Chain. You're like waiting for Lido or Lido, for Aave, for Uniswap to like open up their channels so that you can absorb some of this 3.3 billion of TLV. Right? That's why Tron is doing so well, because they have 5.7 billion in Just Lend. Crazy. They chilling. Justin's son, bro, he rich. Justin's son's so rich, you get to see how rich he is. You can't even look away. It's just right there in front of your face. This is Coinbase. But you see what I mean? This is what I'm trying to get at, bro. When you really look at DeFi, if you're really saying that you are DeFi, you should be trying to pursue the bigger dream, which is being a part of these things. If not, and you have a giant dream, which is to become your own liquidity provider to gross over $5.7 billion, I want to see how it happens, and I want to see it on paper, which is, I would be nice, right? VMPX is going to have a staking model similar to Curve Finance, and Curve Finance has 1.9 billion in TLV. What is VMPX going to be like? Right? Again, recycling pre-existing technology to get to the point. That's the problem. That's the only issue with Pulse Chain. But again, I'm just being very critical on it, because at the end of the day, the token itself is going to be tradable, right? The gas is tradable. It's all fun and games, you know, until you can't get your money out. So we're going to have fun until we get to that point. We'll see what happens when we get there. I'm not trying to bash it in any way. Just being critical. So the same thing with DXN. You just got to be critical about these things. But yeah, man, I mean, I've been talking for 2 hours. I need to go to the gym. Justin's son owns a lot of ETH too. Yeah, he basically was Binance. Binance is Justin's son. Justin's son is, that fool is, I mean, he came up, bro. He met Kobe Bryant. He had Kobe Bryant at the first Tron. Like, y'all know that shit? If you don't know, Kobe Bryant came to a Tron event. This shit blew my mind when I was in Tron. I was like, yes, this is why I like Tron, because they got Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. Kobe. Died a year later. But yeah, man, Justin's son's the GOAT. He's goated. R.I.P. Kobe, man. Not the R.I.P. with Justin Sun and Kobe. That's crazy. But yeah, so like that's what I mean. Crypto is all about marketing and positioning yourself for attention. And Justin Sun was a master of that in 2018. He knew exactly how to position himself in front of everybody and steal a little bit of thunder and market share from Ethereum and invest himself into the crypto network. And now you can't go to DeFi Llama without seeing fucking Justin Sun's big cojones right in front of your face. Like, who the fuck uses this shit? Nobody. But it's liquidity. It's what it is. There we go. There's post chain number 54. You see, look at that shit. That's funny. Isn't that the same as the is that where they're using to track it? $1.8 million Ethereum. What are they using to track it? Or is that just what's on? That must be what's on. Well, that must be what's on actual post chain. That's crazy. They should merge this one. But they would need to attach it, and it's not attached because they made a different app for the bridge. That makes sense. They're just penalizing them because it's not indexed correctly. So they're only showing what is on post chain. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of upside for post chain as well. You know, I mean, it can jump ahead on all this stuff if it's gonna keep up its momentum. But yeah. This is what makes me nervous. See, anytime a V2 comes out and it's not more popular than V1, that shit makes me so nervous. It's like, why didn't people move? It's like, do people not move, or is this showing me that there's less participation than originally expected, and this is the lull? So hopefully the participation goes up from where we are today. So let's say in 7 months from now, I come back, I would probably want to see this pushing 100 million TLV on version 2. Because it shows progression, it shows technology. People are believing in the new technology. I don't know. I'm being too critical. Let me shut the fuck up, dude. Back to the fun, I guess, right? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see the blocks. You any supers while I'm live? Nah, I'm just getting Zen11. Oh, what's that? Connection issue, message block already exists. I was a little bit of a double print. So they're updating the servers right now on XENblocks so that we can start, or we can continue the migration to immutable code. So they had to update the servers to get us closer. So there's a little bit of wonkiness going on in the network right now. I think if you try to look up your wallet on XenPub, it's not going to show anything. Let me look here. You know it, Dank. You know damn well they ain't got no V3, bro. They gave up on that shit. That's kind of why, again, I'm just trying to keep it real with the liquidity. If they give up on that, then everybody's fucked, and they're gonna be okay with that shit. They're gonna be okay. You'll be standing around holding post chain bags, confused on where everybody went. Where everybody go? They're like, bro, we dropped our bags and ran. Fuck. You didn't see that the liquidity was being drained from the bridge? You're stuck now. Now you've got to find the people to come and buy your bags. Oh, so the network is still down. We haven't gotten XENblocks back yet. But it's to say that it's not to say that XENblocks network is down, it's just to say that indexing and coordination is currently down. So you can still mine and it's going to hash blocks and create blockchain, but it's not going to have an element that isn't even relevant yet. Once coordination is relevant, that's running a node, you'll be making a mining bonus for running a node. So that's why that whole network can go through some ups and downs right now, because that network is being designed and it should go up and down. It shouldn't be like Solana where they're coming online with physical investors' money and then their coordination goes down and users are affected. In XENblocks, we're doing all that testing and coordination before we bring in the masses. So then that way it's bulletproof when it gets to immutable code. It's really cool shit. Really, really cool shit. But Daddy RH said it's the best. I want post-quantum coin. Post-quantum. Bro, that's when we all turn into Picasso paintings. Great Crypto said, LA Lakers. I seen Kobe at Disneyland and his wife had some high-ass heels and diamond earrings. The whole fam was there with bodyguards. Hey, you remember them bodyguards, huh? That's funny. Yeah, RIP Kobe, man. That's one of my favorite basketball players. I still don't have a favorite basketball player no more. I used to love the Lakers too. I still kind of like the Lakers, but LeBron warmed up on me. But in 2017, I wasn't having it. RH will pump Pulse Chain like he did with Hex, and then everyone has to clown him. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though. He's gonna pump it, but that's what my thought is when do they pump Pulse Chain and make it so that you have to get the fuck out? Because I don't think it's gonna survive after that. If that's the case, like I don't see it. Again, that's why I look at cryptos on how do you bring in other people? How do we not have to work so hard to bring in liquidity? Right? You don't want to say, oh, we'll just collect their money and pump it. That's Titan way. Like, you don't want to do it that way. We'll collect their money and pump it. Like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a smart intelligent way, you know, but it doesn't sound like the most sustainable way. So how do we get people into crypto so they do not get wrecked and the founder does not have to pump the price? Time. And that's Zen. You know, time is actually one of the most esoteric words, because time equals 47 and 20. Unique. You know what else? Time is it power? Oh, it's not power. Hey, power's 32 though. Energy. Oh, damn it. I spelled it wrong. Oh, no, I spelled it right. So, yeah, time is 47. Energy is 74. It's the reflection of time, right? And they say you put your time, or your time is your energy. It's a reflection of the same. You can even see here in the reduced reduction. It's the same thing. None of it is different. So you want to protect your time and your energy. Those are two things that the world absorbs, and you can use them as like magic. Like your energy is magic, bro, and your time, your presence. What did A$AP Rocky say? My presence is a present. Yeah, bro, it is. For anyone who's you're around, your time is a fucking present. So be valuable. Value your time and value your energy. It's esoteric shit, bro. Makes me, again, like, that's why I'm saying this day is a special. These days, look at that, 74th day of the year, and then the other day that I pulled out the sky because it just feels like they would do something like that to us. It's got 47-day numerology and 32. So again, 32 is power. Yeah. Learn gematria is fun. You know what? They have a gematria in Oppenheimer, the movie. In Oppenheimer, Hummy wears, or Oppenheimer, I can't even say it right now. How do I even spell that shit? Yo, this is horrible. Oppenheimer, I could not get that shit out of my head. But in Oppenheimer, I don't know if it's real, but in the movie, he wore the number 74. Like in the movie. Like Oppenheimer was tagged 74. Well, first he was tagged K9. So you have to go to when the bomb is gonna go off. That scene, that shit, my mind was going crazy in the movie theater. I was like, no way they put that shit in front of my face. Because this is a lot of energy. Let's see if they have any clips from that. Fun relationship. This is a fun tinfoil hat theory. But yeah, everybody had to wear like a number. No, I don't see the scene here. Yeah, if you watch that movie though, you'll see it. They put a 74 on him. That shit is hilarious. He is energy. It's an amazing movie though. I do recommend this movie. And they got the 21. Yeah, that's a lot of shit, bro. I don't know what I'm typing into. But yeah, we like the 2 and the 1. We like the 7 and the 4. We like the 3 and the 3. And some would say that we're touching into things that are too esoteric. But I would say they show up organically in too many places. And I wish I could see that fucking 74, bro. It was during the explosion scene. Like this scene right here. Yeah, see, they changed because they changed everybody's numbers. All of a sudden, like this dude, one of the head people, he was number 73, right? This is like one of the main characters in it. He wore 73, which is the 21st prime number. So it was kind of wild to see, like when the most power was happening, they started to label people in certain fashions in the movie. And if you learn about gematria, you learn that like everything is a stage and like movies are a stage and shit. So, and now I'm curious. I'm like, I wish I could find a photo from it. Because I'm wondering if back in the day, if it's like, was he wearing 74 in that photo, in that moment too, you know? It'd be organic. That's the organic side of the code. You don't know that you're living out some sort of philosophical event, you know? You're just living. You just happen to be here. That's how I perceive reality. I just perceive reality as we're just here right now. We're all sharing it. No one has an advantage. Some have hacks, but no one really has an advantage. Because even if you are born wealthy, you still are at a disadvantage of education. Because you don't really know what's going on in the world. And then if you're born poor, you're like lacking experience. Because you don't know how to finesse a good situation. All that balance stuff. But yeah, man. I'm running on and on and on. Big ups to you. If you still are hanging out with me. You're a real one. Cause now I'm on some weird shit. I see the numbers is dropping. Everybody's like, this motherfucker getting weird. But yeah, man, I'm tapping in. I think we'll be able to call the next Bitcoin ETF. I think it's pretty in our face right now, saying that, you know, if you pay attention to what's going on, you can put yourself and your family into a better position. Then why not take the opportunity? And we know that Bitcoin's going to be huge. So why would you wait? Why would you wait until that news? Why wouldn't you predict that news and apply that to your strategy and benefit from the news? Right? That's how I think you take dark magic and turn it into light. And again, that's why I posted on my Twitter a couple of days ago, or a day ago, I had posted, I feel like the dark magician. And it's not because I feel like I'm doing magic. I just feel like I'm getting the magic before the other people, and I get to finesse how I feel. So I hope you're out there having a good day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope tomorrow's chill and real, and catch you guys on the flip side. Oh, Dank asked, did I sacrifice for Pulse? Oh, he's asking you, Car Pro, did you sacrifice for Pulse? I like how it's spelled. Yeah, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. Such a crazy one. We'll see you, Car Pro. Did you sacrifice? Yeah, tarot cards, all that shit. It's energy, bro. Who you? Oh yeah, all right, that's why I'm gonna leave it off on, because it's Tuesday. It's 2 of you in this day, and that's maybe why we're getting the information and it's vibing. But yeah, you are energy, and you bring your energy places, and people will respond to it. And that's why even in the internet, we're starting to intertwine our physical state with these bits. So go out there and feed your energy the right way. You know, find something intriguing. Or if you just want to keep it drama filled, that's okay too. But yeah, that's how I'm going to leave it today. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Stay real. Stay trill.